Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. So listen, you guys, I came across this article where they are talking about the Miami Club reunion and how the ladies are feeling about it. And on this one, they're talking about Her Majesty, and she's talking about what her biggest regret is as far as this season of the show is, you guys. I think the nice thing about doing the reality show like that is that you get to watch yourself and you have an opportunity to see certain things that you want to change, that you wouldn't have paid attention to had you not watched yourself on a TV show. So it says here, my biggest regret is emotional drinking. Her Majesty turns a different leaf. Listen, you guys, I definitely didn't notice Happy's drinking, but I know that when she was shooting that scene, the scene where they had a, what you call it, a medium. That scene, she was drunk. She was drunk. But throughout the season, I wasn't feeling like Happy is drinking a lot. But here it is, she's admitting herself that she was emotionally drinking. No one saw it coming from a dramatic sense, dramatic. Hey guys, isingisi sekuseni kakhulu manje, isingisi asikavuki. From drastic scenes from dramatic scenes, confrontations to Her Majesty's her real name, Happy Simelane and Jabulile Sanders fight, it was one shock after another. After watching the second season, including each other's diary sessions, more drama awaited to unfold. While Mrs. Mops was itching to confront Mrs. Sande for making her family's financial struggle her own shit to spill, Her Majesty was ready to admit to her fault. Backstage before the shoot of the reunion, Drum spoke to the ladies. My biggest regret after watching the entire season is emotional drinking. Emotional drinking isn't good because when you are going through something, going to alcohol is not an answer. People who are going through a lot see alcohol as an option. I'm here to tell you that it's not, because you are going to get drunk and start swearing at people, says Her Majesty. Looking back at the entire season, my biggest regret was opening up to Mrs. Sande. I pulled Sande aside because she's so sweet. I told her about my financial situation, but that was Mrs. Mobs though, okay? Only for her to turn around and gossip around with the other ladies. Okay, there was Mrs. Mobs that said that. In the reunion, guns do come out blazing, and Mrs. Mobs holds nothing back. We saw that. She goes from calling out Pageant Mom, Ratile, and Mrs. Sande to mopping the floor with Nunuraya Mudarikwa. Did she mop the floor with Nunuraya? Not quite. I would say she mopped the floor with Ratile and even Mrs. Sande not so much, because Mrs. Sande just quickly apologized. Nunuraya supported Ratile on doubting Mrs. Mob's credibility. Oh yes, you guys, I haven't spoken about that. The COO situation. In the husband's cybersecurity company, when she only holds a drama degree, Nunurai also made a bet that Mrs. Mobs will be attending Ratile's birthday celebration, to which even the husbands were invited. Let's talk about the COO situation, you guys, because let me say this. I understand what into Mrs. Mobs being the COO in her husband's company, iyahlebisa, under normal circumstances nje ningazihlebela ningekho on a reality show, iyahlebisa vele loo nto. Does she deserve a position, or is it because she is the wife? Iyahlebisa, that thing. But you guys, it does not mean that she can't do the job. You don't know for sure. Ungahleba, you can gossip and say, oh, she only got that job because whatever, but you don't know if she can do the job because you don't have evidence. You don't know if she actually does do the job. You understand? So now, I expected that when they went to the reunion, Nunurai and Ratile were just going to say, listen, we were just gossiping, because of course it's natural to think, did you really get that position because you are the wife, or did you get that position because you deserved it? Okay, but we saw that we did that, and it was going to be, I didn't think this was a situation that was going to be made to be so deep and be dragged even more, because that's what Ratile did. Ratila even went as far as say, would you get a job in another company as the COO? As if she is sure that that wouldn't happen. And I felt like they could have just cut that thing, because one of the things that we always are trying to do as women is trying to show that we support each other, whatever. You got a position, girl, you go, girl, whether your husband gave you a position, all of that. But then when it's time to display that, we don't. So I was disappointed that instead of Ratile just making it a light thing of, we were just gossiping, because we do gossip about each other, but it wasn't so deep. If it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, and they move on. She actually went in to say, Vele, would you get a CEO position in another company? I don't know the answer to that, you guys. I don't know the answer to that, okay? Because I don't know what Mrs. Mobs does to that company, but I wouldn't have gone and asked that question. I would have been like, girl, we were just gossiping, and it's good for you that you have that job. I'm sure you're doing good as a woman, like woman to woman. I don't know if you guys get me. No, I took out everything that Mrs. Mob had to dish out when it was time again for Mrs. Sunday to answer for herself. She had a panic attack. On her first season as reunion, Her Majesty was the one dishing out, but this time around she was more laid back. Yeah, she really was. Happy was chilled, okay? Kanti bakhulumile no Mrs. Mobs ukuthi Mrs. Mobs, it's you today I'm Her Majesty admits to Trump that she was different. She was a different person in the second season of the show. In season 1, I thought I've got everything sorted out. I was at a point of denial, and at the same time I was running away from my pain. In season 2, it really kicked in. It caught up with me. I was really miserable. I was a mess. She adds that she is still not in a better place, but she's embracing the journey of healing. Healing is not a destination, but a journey. I'm attending my therapy sessions every Thursday. I definitely didn't receive Happy as being a mess this season. I didn't. I must have missed it, you guys. But it seems like every time she talks about season 2, she's mentioning that she was a mess. She actually was dealing with more than she was dealing with in season 1, because in season 1, she was just trying to act like everything was okay. But this season, she is saying that it's when everything came back. The only scene that was really like, okay, something's going on with Happy, was again the medium scene. Other than that, you guys, I really didn't feel like Happy was dealing with a lot, but here she is saying that she was dealing with a lot. Okay, anyway, you guys, and also the emotional drink. How did we miss the emotional drinking situation when it comes to Happy? It means she was hiding it well. I think Happy, just like Mrs. Mobs, they are getting a good edit. I'm going to say that. I think that if they wanted to present Happy as a crazy person on the show, they could find very good scenes. I'm sure there is files and files of scenes that we don't see of Happy going crazy, but I think she gets a favorable edit. I think she maybe has a good relationship with the producers, and so she's able to do that. That's why I was saying on my other video, it's not a good idea to come for the producers as the cast. We can do it when we're reviewing the show, but it's not a good idea for them to do it, because then they will end up not getting the most favorable of edits. So I do feel like Happy is, and her admitting that she was dealing with this emotional drinking situation, and we didn't see much of it, it means that she was getting a favorable edit compared to the others. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this in the comments section. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginethanda kakhulu.